It's Mercy again. This time I'm going to try and do a quick video on a team. Now those who have been in the guild for a while know that I'm completely obsessed with collecting teams, and a whole lot of these videos on this YouTube channel are going to be about specific teams. This one is probably a good one to start with. Because I saw on a guild chat a discussion about Guai, and there was a sort of mid-level player who didn't have Guai, or sorry, had Guai, but didn't have any teams for it. And this is actually one of the Guai is one of the better legendaries in the game. I'll just show you him for a second. So he comes from Shentang. He's quite hard to get. So he really only appears in event keys in a Shentang week or event. You can get him from gem keys if you're lucky, and you can get him from glory keys, but that's pretty much about it. I think if you're super lucky you could get him from seals, but the guild chests are kind of filled up with guardians, so chances there are quite low. I played for quite a while before I got Guai. And got quite excited when I did get him, so I became quite obsessed with him and made lots of teams. But the one thing I want to really share today is the combination between Guai and Tai-pan, because that's a combo of two cards that you can use in a number of different teams. I won't go into those. The two teams I will go into though are this one, which Tacit the Terror, one of the YouTubers who does weekly long videos and weekly streaming about Gems of War. He thinks this is the best team in Gems of War, so better than the Skeleton Key team. And we might have a look at this going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this team, but I'll also show you a simpler version of it that's easier to get, because Tacit's team has Flame of Fire, which is a reasonably difficult weapon to get. You can pretty much only get it in the Soul Forge, I think. Well, now you can anyway. Definitely worth getting, because it is a really good weapon. So if it does turn up, definitely do get it. But yeah, hard to get. The reason why it's really good with this one is we'll just have a look at the traits, the last traits. But giving 2 red allies 2 mana and giving 1 mana to all allies is really good, but also burns the first enemy, strikes the first enemy, just really good. It also gives a magic bonus to your hero, so really good weapon. So let's just quickly look at this team. So you've got Sunspear, so that you get the main trait you want on the Sunspear class is you want the third trait, which is gives you the let's just have a look at it. Gives you the firestorm, doesn't it? So let's just have a look at the traits. So the third heat wave, it creates a firestorm at the start of every turn. So that's the one you want. So in this team you want Sunspear. There are the other things don't matter so much, and you just go for the red banner, because you're trying to generate as many red gems as you possibly can to get your Guai up. And Queen Titania is another really good legendary that work really well together. So that sort of combo of 3 cards there is brilliant. So the only thing to really make that team a bit cheaper is to swap out, put Mountain Crusher in there instead. If you do use the Mountain Crusher version of it, use a different banner. Don't use a red banner. Use something that's either black and red or black and green. You can have minus yellow in there, and that's fine. So use a more complicated banner. And if you are using Mountain Crusher, I would put Sentinel or Titan in there to get rock solid, and therefore get your barrier up to make that team a little bit tougher. So the disadvantage with Tacit's version of it is that it doesn't have the barrier. So this team's a little bit more defensive, but it is still super strong. In fact, let's show the cheaper version of it, because more people will be able to more people will be able to build this one. So let's just put Titan in there, and so let's just make sure. Actually, let's just make sure we've got Hammer Mastery on, because I don't usually have Hammer Mastery on. Rock Solid is what we want. Let's get out of there. I actually like Sentinel a bit better than Titan, but I think I'm in a bit of a minority, so let's just leave Titan there. And let's choose a different banner. So let's choose something that's it's got sort of black, green, and red in it. See if we've got something there. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Doesn't matter too much. Let's just suggest a banner, see what they give us. Green, red, and blue. Let's go for hunters. You can now also in this team really does it. So long as the Guai's second, you want Guai at the top of your troops. Queen Titania and Tai-pan don't matter. They can go either way, and you'll see different versions of them. And you'll see lots of versions of this team with just Guai and Tai-pan and a whole different other stuff. So you could essentially make a Green Day team out of it, or you could make some other sort of team. Maybe put some skulls and skull generators in the other one and have a bit of a skull mix team here. So this you can consider this kind of the base, and those two particular cards are there. I like this one because Queen Titania, as you're about to see, is completely awesome. So let's just go use it, shall we? We'll go to PvP. Oh, doesn't want to go to PvP. There's a skeleton. There's a skeleton key team. Shall we give it a crack against the skeleton key team? And it's a much tougher skeleton key team as well. So the weaker version of this one against the skeleton key team. This is going to be a tough ask. So we're really, really challenging this one here. Let's give it a go. Make sure we've got everything going. Yep. I'll just talk through it. We'll only do one team here because I just in the since we're a bit brief. One of the things you want to do is you want to get your barrier up as fast as you can. I'm just going to get down in case I can get some line. Yep, got my barrier. So got my barrier straight away. I've got down the bottom, second bottom row, I've got red and brown alignments there, so I can fire Tai-pan, and we're going to get to see what happens. So let's transform all brown into red. We get our red cards up, so we're beating the skeleton team for speed at the moment, and now we really want to take out one of those cards. So here I've got, I'm going to take that extra turn just so he doesn't it's given me more reds, but I'm actually tempted not to use them. Let's just see how many reds we've got on board. 13. So if I don't take it, Queen Titania gets another turn, so I'm going to do that first. So let's just weaken them all a little bit, and we even took out the first one. Now I'm going to match those gems. So we've got another turn. Queen Titania is almost up again, and now here we've got Tai-pan back charged again. Although we don't have brown red alignment, and we don't really need the red at the moment, you're going to see that your guy's probably going to loop here. So this is where you're going to see his awesomeness. So he's going to really hurt Egg Thief there. So now we've completely disabled the skeleton key team almost. And you guys looped. So you guy often loops, and when he loops, he creates purple gems and puts Tai-pan up again. And I'm actually going to take Tai-pan here because I think we've got alignment, have we? No, we don't. I'm not going to. I'll do Guai again. Let's take out the key. Now we have got brown red alignment, so I'm going to do Tai-pan, and we'll get another turn after that. Let's have how many gems we got on? 18. So I'm going to do Queen Titania, and she should finish the game. Almost. We get another turn though. Guai takes him out. So there we go. A 14 or 15,000 power skeleton key team taken out by the weaker version of the Guai Tai-pan combo. Super good team. I don't think it's the best team in the game. Tacit does, and he's a much more experienced player than I am. So let's give him that. It's certainly one of the better teams that exist that don't have any mythics in it. So I'm not going to show you any more. I think you've pretty much got the picture. So make that team. Put comments in here. Put comments in the guild if you want to talk about this team. But really, this is not one that you should be missing. Okay, go well.